Hi, I think I'm back. Seventh time's the charm. I've missed you so much. So much. And I'm curious about what you've been reading. That's probably what brought me back here, is me being so nosy about what you've been reading and what you read all year long last year. If you're new here, hi, my name is Liz. I have two online shops. My first one is Oddsprout. My second one is My Secret Copy. And I love all things Halloween. I love reading. I love books. This is my full-time job. I feel so lucky. And today I decided to pick up the camera because I have a few things to do. I have a wholesale order to pack. That one should be super easy. Some Etsy orders that came in overnight, some from my website. I have Oddsprout orders, and I have some new pins and some new keychains to unbox. So I was hoping that we could work together today. What have I been reading? I am about halfway through Anatomy of an Alibi. I don't remember the author's name, but it's the author who wrote First Lie Wins. So I have very high expectations, and I'm determined to finish it today because I keep taking breaks. I read two other books after I started it. Anyway, I know I already said this, but I missed you so much, and I'm so happy to be here. So let's get to work and have so much fun. I just listed these new pins. Cozy Mystery Book Club, Grumpy Sunshine, and I remade the Romance Book Club one. I had an older design. I just wasn't happy with the way that it turned out, and so I sold everything that I had, and once I was completely sold out, I just updated it. And I am very happy with the way that it looks. I also have 5 new keychains. Would you like to see? The first one is this bookstore, and it's my favorite. I wish I could go to it. A matching library. I also wish that I could be here right this moment. Bookshelf. I love these. I love them so much. And then I made these guys into keychains. I realized that I've never offered them as keychains. They're some of my best sellers and crowd favorite. When I go to events, people ask me if I have them in keychains, and I finally made them as keychains. So I listed these last night. Today is the first day of fair market, so I wanted them to be there. And now that these are listed, I can start gathering the items for the orders. Here's my book. I need to make sure though that I change the speed to 1.8, 1.7, because for some reason on my browser, it auto switches back to 1x, and it's not a big deal, but it cracks me up. It makes me run to my computer to change the speed. So, okay.
Wouldn't have been the help he once was. So Ben was trying to figure out.
I had to side quest because someone sent me a message saying that they purchased one of my items from an indie bookstore, and they were interested in this as a magnetic bookmark. And I just never thought to make the audiobook enthusiast as a bookmark, but then I thought about how close-minded I was being, especially because there are some people who do immersive reading. And so I think this is perfect for that. And I just listed these on my shop. Okay, now I'm going to pack some Etsy orders. So I actually have a few Oddsprout orders. It's been so long since I feel like I've packaged an Oddsprout order on the channel. Also, it's been a long time since I've done anything on the channel. So let's go pack those. I think it's like 3 or 4 of them. There's not that many. This is where I keep my patches. It's not it's not very visually appealing since everything is kind of just stuffed in here. But I noticed that I need 2 of the HIIII's flame, the blue flame patch, and I don't have them here. I don't see them. So now we're gonna go get one. Okay, this area of my garage is very, very messy. So I'm just going to show you the patches that I'm getting. And then I'm not showing you anything else because I'm actually embarrassed. So, sorry. Alright, I'll put them in here. This order needs 2 of them. Got instructions. Cute. My first order is all pens, and I just got a restock of the pins in this order. This is gonna be loud. Let me just get these pins and then I'll be right back. Okay, here are all the pins. A Little Spice Never Hurt Anyone, the Read All Night Book Club pin, Enemies to Lovers. Am I just too far away? Enemies to Lovers, Audiobook Enthusiast, I Believe in You, Camera. There you go. True Crime, Thanks for Not Talking to Me While I Read in black, and then The Red Good Girl. I'm gonna put these on backer cards, and then in the box. This order was super easy. Okay, so reading update. I'm about 92% into this book. I guessed who it was a little less than halfway. It wasn't right from the start, but this was interesting. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would, but it wasn't terrible, and the cover is so lovely. So I'm gonna be done with it in a little bit, and then I'm ready to move on to something else. I just got a cozy mystery. Is it not here? Oh, there. A Very Novel Murder. I'm so excited. I was so sad when I found out that the previous series was, oh my god, I can't talk. I was super sad when the previous series was over, but turns out we have new books. So until I get my loan for A Box Full of Darkness, this is what I'm gonna be reading, and I hope it's really good. I just realized that I only scheduled one order to ship today and not all three. So I'm actually relieved because, as usual, the day got away from me and I did not finish the others. So I'm going to finish this one. And sometimes I think, wow, Liz, you've had all day. Why didn't you finish it? And then I have to remind myself that I'm a one-woman show and that there's just no way for me to do all of this stuff by myself and also take care of the kids. So this is what I can offer right now, and I have to learn to be okay with it. Wow, you never asked for that, but that's what you're getting. I think this was a pretty successful way to get back to YouTube. That is going to be all for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had a blast. I had the best time, and I hope you did too. Remember to support indie bookstores. Go get a library card and use it. And I hope you read something amazing this week. And if you do, I can't wait to hear all about it. I'll see you next time very soon. Very, very soon. Bye.